小伙伴们，大家好，欢迎来到水子哥的博德之门3游戏流程。本期视频我们将打第2章的最终 BOSS。咱们先下去看剧情啊。这边自动保存了，然后我们这样子啊，点了之后会有剧情，然后我们进去之后呢，记得先不要对话，不要急着对话，然后我们先把那个人啊都潜行好，这样子我们后面打先手啊。
You said it was under control.
It isn't you I answer to, Gortash.
Motherfucker! Gortash!
Oh, the general voice. Is this where we salute?
Salute, yes. With cleavers through his blood-starved flesh. How it crawls with failure, like flies on lick-wet carrion.
You forget yourself, Orin. I have played my part.
You built an army for our masters, true enough, but what of the astral prison? A rogue true soul flaunting it under your nose all this time, and you ran from her.
Sure that they would follow and deliver it into my hands here. If you would cease these distractions.
The distractions have been yours, Ketherick. Perhaps we never should have dug your daughter up. So you haven't lost your edge, but you're still not as sharp as Orin, I wager. The Slayer against the Undying One. That'd be fun to see.
His crypt breath sings to my sinews again. But he must lead the murder march to Baldur's grave.
If the weapon is truly in your grasp, Ketherick, might I suggest closing your fist? Orin and I can wait for you no longer. The plan proceeds. We're going to the city, and we expect you to follow. Army and the weapon in tow.
The Edict of Bane!
The Lash of Thor!
The Testament of Merkel!
An elder brain. One of the cruelest and most powerful creatures in existence. Enslaved by mere mortals.
There we are. It wouldn't do to fight in front of our guests. Behold, Duke Ravengard. The Absolute.
Whom preserve us?
You wag your word flap in vain, olderling. Once the worm holds the whip, your shredded flesh will serve us.
Shit, no! Father!
Now, it's really time we were going. We will empty this place and begin the march. You may catch up with the army once you've retrieved the weapon. And Ketherick, do try not to sulk. You're supposed to be the fearsome general come to conquer the city. And I am the hero who will save it.
It is time, faithful ones. March on Baldur's Gate. to prepare the way.
好的，我们这边直接拿到。之前如果你探索的都探索了，然后有些东西都读了啊，这几个激励点，这2个激励点是肯定拿得到的啊。我们这边先不急着过去，先这样子潜行啊，几个人潜行在后面，然后我们主角不需要潜行去兑换。这时候一定要记得保存一下，然后你保存了，你待会就不用再看那段剧情，不用跳过了，对不对？啊，这时候尽量不要让他们进战斗。如果不行的话，你觉得害怕进战的话，那你就直接再往后走一点啊，因为很可能就是你如果没肉点肉到前面啊，很可能他们会跑过来让队友进战啊。这样子我们打先手。然后这边剧情会有2种情况啊，一种是之前选择劝降了。
What is it, I wonder, that draws one toward death like a moth to light? You could have run away, absconded with the prism. The one thing that could prevent me from fulfilling my destiny. But the lure of one's destiny is irresistible, isn't it? Perhaps you hope to learn your place in history before you are erased from it. A bright flash of clarity before the snuffing out.
之前劝降了，然后这边有个选项可以游说他，然后他就凯瑟里克直接就下去献祭了，就直接出那个米尔寇的那个什么来着，那个叫什么来着？那个名字我讲不出来，待会。但是我不这么做啊，我是带大家一起把凯瑟里克也打了，包括最终 BOSS 也打了，好吧？那最终 BOSS 名字我叫不出来。好像叫米尔寇的使徒是吧？行，我们再触发剧情先。
Finer champions than you have tried and failed, but perhaps they lacked the fear that drives you, your freedom hanging in the balance. Let us speak plainly. My Lord Merkel gave me the one thing I desired, the one thing no other god could grant me. My daughter's life returned, her heart beating once more. For that, he asked that I serve as his chosen. Join Orin and Gortash to grow the cult of the Absolute, and then take control of it. He's never had a more devoted follower. I have fought great wars before, in the service of other gods and other powers. But for Merkel, I would condemn all of Faerun to death. You are all that stands between me and my destiny. And you have brought the prism here. I will kill you now. And then I will raise you as my servant.
好，这边就出现选项了。这个选项就是我们选第一个，那就只会先打凯瑟里克，然后再打米尔寇使徒。选这一个，那他就直接跳下去自杀了。然后你就少打一个凯瑟里克，我觉得还少经验值了。所以呢，我不选这个选项啊，所以我会选这个选项，带大家打2个 BOSS 啊。当然凯瑟里克很好打。好了，咱们开始吧。
With pleasure.
很好，我揉到前面了啊。好，这时候凯瑟里克在上面就恢复了一点点血啊。然后这边看到这里有几个死灵士僧，这个一定要把它打了。然后我们最重要的是要救艾琳女士，艾琳女士过去用这一个协助就可以把她救下来了啊。 然后这边还有一个夺心魔，然后这边还有一些是老怪，一定要注意一下。好，这时候我们记得先把小怪清了啊，小怪清了再去救他，然后再把凯瑟里克打了，然后我们再来啊。然后我这边的方法就是大家懂的嘛，是吧？好，我先让影星去啊，快速保存了啊，这边我就不手动保存了。这时候记得啊，提前吃个力量药剂，为什么？跳得高啊，是不是？我看我的威尔有吗？哦，没有啊。来，你给他几个啊？分几个出来，分2个就行了。对，待会儿他跳不上去。啊，就在吃好，没事啊。确定没有进入战斗就行。好，这时候我们过来，然后把这一片先解决。进入回合制。这时候我来想一下，我用什么技能？我用这个技能。这个技能能不能打死啊？10到60，万一他们总共23，万一5D6火焰，5D6光耀，然后我各抽一个10啊，打了20，一人还剩3，那就好玩了。试一下吧。或者说火球哦，我现在没火球做，我给它洗成战争了。然后这边我到时候还要造水啊。打，看点，全死！哎，声控游戏。好，然后我们去，我来想一下啊，我这边是让卡拉克去把夺心魔给他插死。过去的时候注意啊，自己保存，随时保存，别过去一下进站了啊！一个不小心的操作进站了。好，注意看红圈，然后我们先把那个夺心魔给它插了啊！这时候一定要记得开狂暴啊！夺心魔插了，我先扔这个闪电的啊，伤害高，DD 加成，DD 减1没事啊。非常好，然后我们一下插了这么多血啊，非常棒。好，咱们继续啊，这楼下喊那个回收废品的，烦死了。我暂停了一会，好，然后来，先开狂暴吧。先拿这个带电的，死。啊，可以，2个带电的就给他扔死了啊！啊，还有行动机会，先不着急。因为我们刚刚开了狂暴，所以吃不了速度油。来，威尔去救那个艾琳，也就是那个暗夜之歌。注意下面的几个这个怪啊！好，我们先过来啊。问题不大，应该没事。跳过来，很好啊。然后我们进入回合制，再保存一下啊。这时候可以直接一个技能把他们全部烧了啊。这个是老怪只有27血，27血应该是问题不大，或者说直接一个火球术。我用这个吧。我操，一个检定成功了，神奇。行，我没事，问题不大。我们还有自己啊，还有自己没动的，但是他其实无所畏惧了。然后我们先把自己操作完。哦，不能，因为不操作 不行，因为不把他那个什么解救了，他是无敌的啊！大家可以看一下 buff， 我忘记给大家展示了。这个无敌看到没？你必须把他救出来。解救了啊！好，然后我们给他一个脆弱诅咒，就用魅力的检定嘛。因为我们这边2个都是魅力，对不对？啊，这时候我们，来想一下，咱们造水术，放个大的啊，放个大一点的，稍微大一点的圈。好。这时候我们再用这个检定成功了。靠！不对呀。检定成功怎么就这里写啊？我看一下，他高防御，肉的点太低了。最高伤害28。行了，咱们让卡拉克。你既然是魔法护甲是吧？我看一下，不是魔法玩家。来物理的，那就来物理的嘛。啊，法术不行，我来物理的。
This is my time.
这个待会儿给大家搓掉啊。那个借机攻击把他打死了，未命中，未命中！哎，你咋跟我养鸡没有的一拼啊？真的是。
What a fool you are! You cannot kill me. I am eternal.
啊，不是我这个脸黑还能影响 NPC 的吗？
Merkel, Lord of Bones, I am here. I am ready. I am yours. You dare anyone who belongs to me. I am the smile of the worm-cleansed skull. I am the regrets of those who remain, and the restlessness of those who are gone. I
我们来看一下米尔寇使徒的这个状态啊。这个首先它是有这个东西，这个是一个算是一种群攻还无法恢复生命这个玩意。先不管这个啊，然后主要就是这个玩意，这个吞噬。这个吞噬这个技能呢，尽量不要让它吞噬死灵那个尸身。吞噬的话，它那个会获得一个死亡医治的能力，死亡医治能力，然后伤害挺高，而且你让它吞噬了，你就拿不到成就。打米尔寇使徒就是不让它吞噬，会有一个成就，所以这个要注意一下啊。之前的那个蛋呢，这个待会要把它打掉啊，也放在这放着。好，然后另外一个就是它的镰刀是可以掉的，但是掉了好像捡不到。有没有小伙伴可以测试一下，是吧？它镰刀可以掉。但是怎么掉？因为我现在没有带技能，我到时候自己打的时候我来测试一下。我开个挂测试了是吧？啊，先打了啊，咱们怎么是他啊？哎呦，接着这怎么是这个东西动啊？它待会孵化了呀。一定要待会让威尔把他打死啊！好，目前我们是这样子的，然后我就准备这样子电他了啊。他现在是那个湿润状态啊，是他已经湿了，对，然后他的抗性是降低的。其实还不如闪电术，但闪电术我要上来，先上来吧。他怎么是倒地的？我看这个加环速能加多少？哦，已经专注放在这放着了，算了，咱们还是这一个加一个环速。不要电到自己人啊！看打了多少血？16、18加56，还可以。这里还有一个啊，直接超模，打暴击是呗，很好。最大伤害60。严重失误。好了，没了啊，解决了。
Death cannot take me. I am its master. My lord, hear me. Nothing. I am forsaken. You have no idea what you've done. Isabel.
our fates unleashed. You have my sword, my fealty. Do what you must. Then we fly this foul place. The Apostle of Merkel. Hadn't expected that. Or Gortash. Ketheric's Netherstone. It's in his armor. Take it.
我靠，被电了一下哈。好了，没了。
In death, the body is cooling, but energy radiates from the stone. Remarkable, truly. And now the picture comes together. The Absolute is neither god nor man. It is the Elder Brain you saw, held here by those three against its will. The crown it wears controls it, and these stones control the crown. It has been dominated. To master an Elder Brain, to subdue it. Our enemies are formidable. A temporary reprieve, but a welcome one. With a brain on its way to the city, its influence here is weakened. The crown's markings suggest it was forged in Netheril, an ancient empire whose mastery over magic rivaled that of the gods. It is a crown of domination. The stones were taken from its crest. They are nether stones, imbued with the ability to control the wearer of the crown. The crown's Netherese magic must be the true source of the parasite's abilities. This must be what elevates their potential. And it must be the reason nobody could heal you. If the crown can do this to the parasite, I dare not imagine what it is doing to the brain. I believe you fought and defeated an avatar of Merkel, the god of necromancy. A remarkable feat. Ketheric was Merkel's chosen. I know Lord Enver Gortash, an arms dealer and a slaver. He is a worshipper of Bane, the god of tyranny. The other is a mystery to me, but the way she spoke, it is most likely she follows Baal, god of murder. Which means the Absolute is a front for the gods of death, and our enemies are chosen of the dead three. Bane, Baal, and Merkel. The tyrant, the assassin, and the necromancer. They are known to pick from their most devout followers a chosen, granting them incredible powers. Each one alone would be a formidable enemy. But working together and controlling an Elder Brain, I dare not imagine what they might achieve. We prepare for the fight of our lives, and the lives of everyone in Faerun. The army of the Absolute is marching on Baldur's Gate. Within the city, an Elder Brain, brimming with power, ready to turn everyone within its reach into mind flayers. All it needs is an order the Death God's chosen are on the cusp of giving. We must wrest control of the brain from the chosen before that happens. We must take their stones. Our chances of success are slim, but we must not fail. If we fail, everything ends. I will be your shield, but you must be the sword. And when the chance comes to strike, you must take it, for there may only be one chance.
好的，我们拿到这个耐色石了啊，这个我们后面要用到的一个任务道具。好，此时我们的任务已经都推进了，往前推进了，都是到博德之门。然后这个公爵呢，也到博德之门才能见到了啊。然后这一个呢，应该是我们还是在博德之门才能看到啊，所以呢。在后面都是博德之门的任务了，所以我们这一个任务也完成了啊！寻找治疗方法，寻找塞夫路啊，这些全部完成了。啊，目前主线任务是拿2个耐色石，然后再去寻找盟友。这个字条咱们阅读一下。凯瑟里克之盾。奥数增强，法术难度后面等级，还有法术攻击掷头的等级+1加值，我觉得这个非常好啊！这个就是让对面你的一些状态，还有一些 buff 或者是什么法术的 buff 或者是什么，让对面都能更容易命中了，对吧？你法术也更容易命中，这个盾还是非常不错的。然后这个就算了啊，这个没什么，我感觉没什么特殊的，就多了个心灵伤害。放卡拉克身上去，然后这个是重甲，受到所有伤害减少2，激活后你不会被任何法术或者动作强制移动，但是敏捷的豁免检定会处于劣势。那敏捷豁免检定处于劣势，那也就是更容易被魔法打中。大部分魔法是敏捷豁免。然后这个有一个王者。哀嚎啊！让附近所有生物陷入麻木的状态。那麻木呢是移动速度减半。施法者针对这个受影响的个体攻击之头会处于优势。哎，这个倒是防御挺高，但是你带这个的话。敏捷后面检定劣势，你打要是后面有法师类型的怪，你带这个就绝对是一个活靶的。不过 AI 就是怪的 AI， 它还是读代码就读那个什么打你 ACD 的。我就放卡拉克身上吧，太重了。好，这边记得搜刮一下再出去啊，这里还有一些东西。这伟大的蓝图什么，这个可以读一下，大家。这里有个，这边还有一个绝对终结。还有这个格塔神大人的邀请函。还要多说一句，就是之前我们在第1章拿到的食人魔的那个号角啊，这个别忘记用。你如果前面忘记用了，你回不去了。它要在第一章才能放，但是也有地方能回去啊。大家自己想办法去找个地方回去。我这边已经搜刮完毕。我觉得就是刚刚提示一下啊，因为我这边视频里面没用。好，我们出去，然后准备触发剧情。就是这个头带嘛，对吧？这个之前我给大家也说过，这个给我找半天没找到，结果在袋子里面，这个我也没带，因为我先带着这个脸黑，带着这个豁免难度等级。好，说去触发剧情。我们这期视频后面只有剧情了。我们还要把其他人全部给招募过来。
I was his bodyguard. I looked after him with my life. I trusted him more than anything. He gave me away to Zariel just for kicks. He ruined my life just when it was starting. And now he uses
fills up the entire Sword Coast. He has to die. And I'm gonna be the one who kills him! He can't get away with what he's done. To me. To us. He won't get away with it.
Horrible than you can imagine. Gods be damned. With that parasite in his brain, Father could wreak untold havoc in the Absolute's name. Should Baldur's Gate fall to the Absolute, every one of the coast cities will be ripe for the plucking. We're not just fighting for our cure, we're fighting for my father. We're fighting for the Gate. We're fighting for all of Faerun. Worm's Rock Fortress. All travelers to Baldur's Gate flow through it. It serves as headquarters for the Flaming Fist and their commander, my father. The Absolute's army's on the march. Gods forbid a tadpole Grand Duke throw open the gates for them. Orin, I'd never heard tell of, but Gortash I know. Or know of, more precisely. A self-styled strategic advisor to Baldur's Gate's peers. A bit player with dreams of a leading role, the way Father told it. He had no use for Gortash, and even less for his advice. I don't remember much beyond that. But where these Chosen are concerned, I have a suspicion we're about to know more than we'd like. Yes, but first, a question. If your home were under siege, what would you sacrifice to save it? As would I, and more. I was 17. Father, older Ravengard, had just been named a Grand Duke, and was called away to Elturel to help settle a dispute. That's when the Cult of the Dragon made its move.
The Cult of the Dragon, a fractured religion. Some believers hold that undead dragons will inherit the world. Others worship the dragon goddess Tiamat and intend to summon her to Faerun.
To conjure the Dragon Queen and lay waste to Baldur's Gate. A 10-day after Father left, I heard a whisper as I slept. Duskhawk Hill, the Queen of Chaos awakens. Go alone. I grabbed a rapier and set out. There wasn't a cloud in the sky, yet not a single star was shining. There they were, gathered at the foot of the hill.
Your head tingles. Will wants to show you what happened. In the looming shadow of the mount, 5 groups of 5 figures each encircle a lofty totem. Atop each totem, a dragon's head is carved, and a massive orb held in its mouth. The cultists chant, first softly, then crying to the starless sky. There is a crack of thunder, a gust of wind, and a dragon's white head appears in the storm. As the maelstrom howls, Mizora's lips press to your ear. She will destroy Baldur's Gate. Grant me your soul and I will give you the power to save it, she whispers.
She read the terms while 2 devils stood witness, and I said yes. 1 soul for 1 city. She didn't. She came on order of her mistress, Zariel.
She never stops, does she? Not for a second.
Tiamat made a play for power. Zariel had other plans. That was the most Mizora's ever said. All that mattered was that she got her prize. Another pet added to her warlock menagerie. I don't know that it was brave. I just know that it was right. The moment I agreed, I burned with the fires of Avernus and oozed the rot of Dis. The cultists choked on our poisons and burned from our flames. And when we were done, all that remained were 5 greyed orbs atop a pile of ash. My soul was bound, and my lips were sealed. I don't know that it was brave. I just know that it was right. It is the one scar I ever bore of it. You were right, of course. The new eye is a sending stone, courtesy of Mazura. She uses it to track my location and call from a distance. I could flee to the spine of the world, or the depths of the lower dark, and still never shake her. He returned to an unsuspecting city and a wayward son with a smirking devil at his side. I tried to tell him the truth, but my mouth couldn't form the words. I'd led him to the battlefield, but Mazura had swept it clean. I showed him my stone eye, but he only turned away. After, he said only one word: go. So I did. I understand. No, never. He did the only thing he could. In his eyes, I invited a devil into our midst. I was a fool at best, a traitor at worst, and Grand Duke Ravengard suffers neither. More than you know. The better question is, did he ever miss me? If he did, he missed the Will Ravengard he once knew, not the hell-touched warlock he returned to. The shadows are lifted.
这一段的威尔剧情真的是特别长啊！卡拉克都烧起来了，他气的。保存一下，然后我们还要对话，先把哈尔辛这次对话就正式算是完完全全正式加入了啊，然后还要把贾希拉给招过来，另外还要跟艾琳对话，然后让他来我们营地，就是算是招募他。另外还有那个牧师伊索贝尔也会来我们营地，能招募他啊。不是这艾琳和伊索贝尔招募，他意思不是能变队友啊，只是能加入我们。
Nathaniel rests well. He's healing very rapidly now that Oliver has returned to him. I knew I could put my faith in you.
这边哈尔辛的剧情我稍微点快点啊，因为后面还有剧情。
I can't say for certain, but will no more than my once the curse. I hope they will still. I would like to return.
哈尔辛之前让他入队过，然后有些事件呢，他就能产生好感了啊。
And I'm glad to be had.
啊，这个就算哈尔辛正式加入了。前面其实虽然也加入了，我感觉怎么好像就是你在传送地图的时候，他还是会跑啊，现在就不会了。找贾希拉。
Our enemies spread like rub rot. Treat one patch, an elder brain, bound by lost Netherese magic, with servants of the dead three holding the chain. Reminds me of old times. Aren't you? It is good to savor when we met. Now I've slipped free of the... It's time for me. You have a nether stone. These chosen have reason to fear you, and I would like to be at your side when you confront them. Of course. Falling foul of Ketheric convinced me that my grand adventures were behind me. That even if I survived, but you convinced we ventured into darkness together. When we reach Baldur's Gate, there will be even darker paths to tread. I will follow you wherever. You're amply reinforced already. I'll let the new blood. With the Absolute's army gone, there's a Harper's safe house in Worm's Crossing. Denthelan's. Beyond that, our course is yours to set.
好了，这时候贾希拉呢就正式加入我们了啊。然后这边呢，我们可以接到他的这个任务了。现在我们找艾琳对话。
Aileen, Isabel, my love, you were dead. I saw your body. I'm here. And so are you. And my father, he can't hurt us any longer. I dreamt every night that you'd come back to me. That somehow it was all a nightmare Dawn would undo. I had no dreams at all. Nothing but darkness. And when I woke, my father said you were dead. His soul was poisoned by the god of death. His sick devotion ruined him. But for all his sins, he brought you back to me. Are you all right? I will be. And you? In this moment, I want for nothing. There you are. This is Aileen. Aileen, this is... Oh, but we have met. This is the soldier that freed me most valiantly from the Shadowfell. They watched my boot crush the very brain of villainy, and fought well against your changed father. May he rest in peace at last, now that he's dead. I have more to thank you for than I knew. And we have much to discuss. Perhaps we could join you in your camp later? We look forward to it.
这里要点非常欢迎你啊！他加入我们营地了啊。
Of your camp's hearth, we will discuss all we must.
I'll be ready. Whatever you have to say had better be worth your life.
Now you will leave us. We must take succor in one another's bodies and words.
Aileen! We'll see you later.
这时候就不要烦他了啊！
Sorry.
他们要那啥了啊！好，然后我们可以再找其他人对一下话。找阿尔特库拉。
When Duke Elton formed the Flaming Fist, he sought out people of courage and honor to fill its ranks. You saved Daniel, lifted the curse, and killed an immortal. It's safe to say you'd have been recruited in an instant. Gruff and intimidating, but he had the courage of 10 men and a love for Baldur's Gate few could match. I don't know if this Duke Ravengard is the same, but I will say this. The Flaming Fist are the cornerstone of the city, and the Dukes are its foundation. I hope you can save him, for the good of Baldur's Gate. Thank you, but look at me. I'm a relic. A glimpse of history barely strong enough to stand on his own 2 feet. Besides, Nathaniel should have someone here when he wakes up. It's the least I can do. You don't have to worry about me. The truth is, the shadow fell, but because of you, Nathaniel is safe. Thanks for watching out for me.
感觉阿尔特克拉应该没有后续剧情了吧？像到这里就结束了。
The shadows yet fest. There are depths to this alliance. Do illithids possess souls? Where matters of balance are concerned, I shall ask yet again. Do illithids possess souls? Correct. Yet, the three amass an illithid army, a flock without souls. Until such time, be No. Yes, Bane, Lord of Darkness, Baal, Lord of Murder, Merkel, Lord of Bones. The Alliance is reforged, mortal. The plains thus quake, and the gods shudder.
刚刚点快了，然后跳了一句话。好，我们再找他们对话。
Back in last light, I was racking my brain, and then a blinding light cuts through the darkness like... Didn't think we'd make it without the old El Rider to lead us. But you did a damn fine job. I would. He didn't have any fight left in him.
Briefest hesitation as Sarah...
I looked up to him. We all did. There are less mouths to feed. Hopefully.
You're here. Good. That's good. Me? Oh, I'm fine. I'm just worried about the kids. Mauler's still missing, and they haven't taken it too... I've been trying to cheer them up. We're writing a song together. But I think they're just humoring me. Maybe. I'd love to put on a... I need another bard. Maybe I'll find one in the city.
The baddies.
Why, yes. Once Althea...
Something's on my mind.
Althea... Miss...
It's
What will we do
like...
once we reach the city?
like your mind wants you dead.
大部分该对话的都对话完了。啊，对，还有这边几个侏儒。
There you are. I was wondering where the devil you'd been. Who? Oh, right. Well, forget about that, McGungus. We have more important things to worry about. Like Wulbrin. Oh, forget about that. Wulbrin and the Iron... They have rune powder, they have motive. We have to stop them. With the sword of justice in one hand and the shield to saving the city. I'll be seeing you at your camp.
Move.
啊，然后巴克斯努特还会在我们营地里面，应该是。好，我们和这个乌尔不能说一下话。
I owe you an apology. Barkas and I are another matter. I'm dealing with you right now. I saw you as a means to escape, nothing more. I apologize for not seeing your true worth, and for being... I wasn't sure you would. I appreciate... And that's precisely... The Iron Hand Gnomes are going to save the city. And you can be part of it. The plan is what it's always been. The problem is, Baldur's Gate is sick. Once find me in the city, and once you see what it's become.
好，这是这边的剧情，咱们再来看一下这个军需官有没有。
Just tell me what you need.
没有啊。啊，这个你看，这个拿了好几个，这个根本就不是特殊装备，到时候做全收集的时候，这个我就不写了啊，没有意义。应该不是特殊装备。好，处理一下包裹。好的，然后我们去下营地啊。为什么去下营地呢？我们找这个，在营地找艾琳和伊索贝尔，把他们招募过来。
I have awaited your arrival with great anticipation. Come closer. Feel my voice rattle your bones. Moon Maiden Selûne, my mate most high. Blessings upon the slayer of the wicked. We are a powerful party indeed. My darling Isabel says we will stay allied at your side. I am pleased to hear it. Pray, ask, and I will tell. Do I not radiate? There can be no doubt. Why she so mighty are her wonders. Her Ketheric Thorm never did when she died. Curse the day he turned to wretched Shah. That he and his loathsome advised I was killed. But lo, the brute. Be gone, friend. I have a darling to in due time. Mother Selûne will tell me. Be gone, friend. I have a darling to adore.
永远留在营地。
Our thoughts are as one, my friend. You must face the chosen. I am free. You must face them. Pray, ask.
啊，这个都看过了啊。
There can be no doubt.
啊，他就在营地了，我们跟他对话一下。
Believe it, and by killing him, you set him free. Oh, great, Ketheric. He tell me. Do you believe in love at first sight?
我点的有点快啊，这个因为剧情不是特别重要。
I tell you, lucky for me, she felt the same way. I understand it's strange. Then, and this is next I knew I was being jolted awake. I didn't know that then, but I could see the change. I found last light with it. By the time Jaheira came, I couldn't tell her who I was. It's all out in the open now. I'm grateful for your help.
好的，这个就完成了。好的，然后我们往外走，这边会触发一个剧情，最后一个剧情了。
We leave the heart of the Absolute alive. Thanks to you, you did well to defeat Ketheric. But Ketheric was only the first to fall. There are many more battles ahead, and they will not be so easily won. You have the makings of a leader. Your actions have already Halsin's strength and loyalty will bolster you. But if we are to succeed, we will need others. Even if the buildings are demolished, there are Baldur's Gate may not know it yet. But its fate, seek on its streets those whose purpose are together. We will put an end.
此时我们的任务召集盟友开始往前推进啊，然后这边的任务也开始推进了。好，那么我们下期视频再见。下期视频呢，我们即将前往博德之门，但是前往博德之门，我们还有任务，不是还有剧情啊，中间还会一些小插曲，然后我们还有是否变成半灵吸怪，就是脸上有黑线啊。虽然我已经打了黑线的 mod 不去除黑线了啊。然后好了，然后就这样了。这期视频，下期视频呢还没有正式到博德之门哈，然后下期视频才能去。啊，另外就是流程视频可能会跟大家说一下，稍微慢一点点，因为到博德之门呢有很多东西要探索，可能更新频率没有那么快啊。这个 尽量保持每天给大家多更新一下。好，大家拜拜，下期视频见。